Hello Leo, Ashley here. We're going to do your reading for February 2022. We're going to look at a strength, a challenge, and then the potential outcome. We'll pull some tarot, and I like this. We'll pull some tarot, and then we will clarify to see what is in store for your February. And really, it's just kind of an overall theme of something that's coming up that you're dealing with. And when we look at the strength and challenge, they tend to play together. So it's like this. For me, this type of reading kind of helps to point out what you can control and what you can't, and can kind of give you some insights into the month ahead of, if, like for example, in your challenge, we have Temperance, so there could be some impatience. It could be like some difficulty in incorporating or transmuting some kind of energy here. But it's also supported. So it can kind of give you some insights into what to expect and how to deal with the challenge. So let's get into this for Leo. We have the Four of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Devil. The Star, the Ten of Cups, and the Six of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, which for me is your energy, Leo. You can see the two lions there above her head, and the Page of Wands. I can already tell you, for many of you, now we will clarify, but for many of you, what this is talking about is some inner child work that's needing done, perhaps not seeing how there's something within yourself that needs healed. But by doing that work, there's progress towards happiness and kind of transforming yourself out of something that was like the shadow, something that was holding you bound here with the Devil. It's like you're moving into a more positive direction by facing this situation. So, bottom of the deck, Five of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, the Moon, the Magician, the Artist, the Queen of Cups. So there may have been an interaction here with a Queen of Cups, so a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, that was causing a lot of stress. And I do feel like in some ways you weren't seeing how something was being, we have the Two of Swords there, so something was being manifested from the subconscious here. And it looks like it's been a bit of a slow process for this to be recognized, and how it was contributing to some difficulties, some conflict, perhaps even some arguments. Yeah. Because it does look like this was a strong connection here with the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands. And a loving connection at that. So, let's see. In your strength, we have inner child. It says, hear and know me. And so, what this card talks about is kind of looking at, some of those things that come up from the inner child, like past wounds that can tend to manifest when we haven't healed something from our childhood. We have the Four of Cups, the Star, and the Ace of Pentacles. And it does look like there's something being presented to you with this Four of Cups, something you don't see, or you haven't seen before, that is up to be healed with the Star here, that's going to give you a new opportunity, a new beginning here. Let's clarify and get some more details on this. With the Four of Cups, we have the Ten of Cups. And the Six of Wands. So there's definitely some sort of victory here showing up. And that Six of Wands energy is Leo for me as well. So it's almost perhaps recognizing that you might have had something really good and not seen it that way. With the Star, we have the Page of Wands. And that's, I mean, that page showing up, yeah, and the Six of Cups. There's a lot of child stuff coming up in these readings so far, which is kind of interesting. There was a soul connection here, a strong one. And with it being the Six of Cups that's showing up, very well could have been past life karma with this person. Like you've had lifetimes with this person. But there's an opportunity to heal something here. And with it being the Page of Wands here, it's like this inspiration. This door opens and there's an opportunity for healing here. But it's the Page, which to me speaks to that inner child here. So it could very well be that this connection itself has helped you to open the door to that healing that you may not have recognized otherwise, right? With the Ace of Pentacles, we have Temperance. So Temperance is showing up in the challenge. And this is healing energy. It's divinely guided. It's also, patience for this new beginning here. Yeah, and that could be showing up as a bit of a struggle. So like for some of you, I do feel like whoever this soul connection was, and it could very well have been that Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck there. We also have Aquarius here and Sagittarius, some Earth. So could be any sign, but I do feel like this person kind of helped to open the door to you seeing some things that needed healed. And I do feel like perhaps your interaction with this person was actually on a in a positive direction here. With the Ten of Cups, you might have family with this person. You might have children with this person. This could also be that the experience that you had with this person or have with this person, you're beginning to recognize how positive it is because you're doing this healing on this inner child. So that inner child will try to recreate its past because that's what it knows, right? That's what it's been taught is love. And so if you have a history of what you were taught when you were a child was love as being a difficult dynamic, subconsciously you will recreate that so that it presents itself to be healed, right? So even if things with this person were really positive, it could have gone south due to that inner child needing some healing. With Temperance, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords, to me this feels like that the challenges with this soulmate here is what's helping you to create this new beginning. it's like it had to show up as a difficulty so that it would be looked at, if that makes sense. It could also be here that this pause of having to wait for something to come, and it does look like a potential reconciliation here, having to wait for this has allowed you the time to focus on your healing. So while it's perhaps there's some impatience, there's some annoyance here about something not quite being reconciled with someone just yet, it's giving you that opportunity to reflect and to see what you did have that was positive with this person. It's allowing you to reflect on your own healing. And again, strong inner child and family dynamics showing up for these fire sign readings, which is interesting. So the challenge itself is temperance. It's the patience. It's the integrating those lessons, right? But for me, this is showing up as perhaps some impatience about something being healed with this soulmate. Like this reconciliation. We have the Three of Cups, Ten of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. There's a lot of attraction between you and this person. There's a lot of love here. We have the Ten of Cups twice. And I do feel like that when you come together with this person, there is a lot of fun, a lot of celebration, even if there's also a lot of conflict. So it's like this interesting, I don't want to say love-hate because I don't think that's what it is, but there's definitely a lot of challenge, but there's also a lot of good, right? So let's clarify this challenge row and see what else we can get here. With the Three of Cups, we have the Death card. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. And the Page of Cups. So there's definitely been a cycle that's come to an end with you and this person. And I do feel like someone here will be making some sort of offer of apology here with this Page of Cups. It's like they're trying to bring something back together that has ended. But in a new cycle. We do have this Ace of Pentacles here, so it won't be the same situation that you were both in because there's been time and there's been healing, right? With the Ten of Cups, we have the Tower. So this might have ended in a very shocking way. Again, some strong Scorpio here. And the Eight of Swords. And I also feel like there's something here about this waiting. Something related to having to wait, having to be patient, has caused some sort of shift in the way that you think here about this dynamic. So, for example, if you were sitting in your inner child in dealing with this relationship, it might have been something you were disinterested in. It might have been something that you even self-sabotaged a little bit from an unconscious point of view, but something about being in separation from this person and not yet having reconciled with them, it's kind of forced you out of your subconscious here. It's been a shock. And I do feel like that challenge is what's helped to open you up to looking at some healing. With the Queen of Wands, you definitely want this new beginning here, new passionate cycle to begin. And I do feel like there's this desire to offer that to this person, or that person is offering it to you. With this Queen of Wands here, there's definitely a lot of attraction between the two of you. But the challenge here is the timing. Integrating those lessons from the previous cycle, right? That has ended between you and this person. Now in the potential outcome, we have shapeshifter, and I really like this because it says transform and unveil your gifts. So there's been something very transformational about this interaction with this soulmate. It's kind of allowed you to step into your power in perhaps a way that you haven't yet seen just yet. Because we have that death card there. So there's been something has died so that it may be reborn in a different form. We have the Devil, the Six of Swords, and the Page of Wands. So to me, what this is saying, now you could be dealing with a Capricorn, right? But it's allowed you to move away from this sort of childlike, inner child approach to this relationship. So you're no longer going to approach this relationship, this person, or even new relationships from that same inner child, potential saboteur energy, because it was something that was not positive. And it showed up so that it could be healed, so that you're not bound to it with that devil energy. And so what this is saying is you're learning that lesson and you're moving past it so that you'll be coming into relationship in a more conscious way. Let's get some more detail here. With the devil, now we have the moon. So it was like this subconscious, hidden, and you're working on it. I like it. Could have been fears, right? So like, for example, if you experience abandonment as a child, you may have recreated that situation in this dynamic, and now that it's something you're aware of, you're able to work on that and heal that and get out of that subconscious habit of putting yourself into situations that would lead to abandonment. And that's kind of what this feels like. It could very well have been an abandonment wound for many of you because of this Six of Swords here. And with the Six of Swords, we have the Knight of Cups. And the King of Pentacles. So that's interesting too, because what that's telling me is that instead of this abandonment wound being fed, it's been healed, and you're able to move into a more solid, stable, committed situation here. Strong earth showing up in this outcome. So you might be dealing with someone with strong earth placements in their chart. Yeah, it looks like you're moving into a more solid, kind of focused energy here. With the Page of Wands, we have the Lovers. And the Two of Swords. So I do feel like you're beginning to see how strong of a connection this was. There could also be a new connection coming in here that you don't see coming, that is presenting itself because you did the work, because you looked into this shadow aspect. You might have a choice between lovers here as well. So for some of you that are still seeking reconciliation with this past soul connection, you might also have someone else in the works here, and there might be a choice showing up. But it does look like you're more comfortably stepping into committed relationship here after realizing just how much destruction can come from an unhealed inner child. Yeah. And look at that, Devil at the bottom of the deck. So he's definitely been playing a part. Judgment. He's definitely been playing a part in past relationship dynamics here on a subconscious level. And it definitely, abandonment, fear around abandonment could have been very strong themes in this dynamic. So I hope you found that helpful, Leo, and I hope this helps to guide you as you kind of face some of these strengths and challenges this month of February. And I will see you next week. Bye.